So hi Nagesh, it's
Hey.
nice meeting you today at WordCamp Surat.
Thank you.
Uh,
Same here.
so I want to ask you, how and when did your journey with WordPress begin?
So it was sometime in 2007, 2008. At that time, I wanted to create a website for my ethnic community. I come from the GSB community,
Okay,
which is talented in music and many other stuff. And a few youngsters wanted to, and I was a part of them. I was much more younger then. And we had a group, informal group. We wanted to just celebrate the community, their festivals, their music. So we started off with an audio video kind of a blog back then, and for some reason I started off with Blogger, and then one of my friends made me aware that I was aware of WordPress.com, but then somebody made me aware of WordPress self-hosted, wherein I could also embed video and audio much
the
more easily.
.org. You mean the .org?
.org.
Yes.
Self-hosted WordPress. So that's when we experimented with it. It worked very well, and there was no looking back. We made a beautiful website on that. Looking at that website, many other smaller institutions within the community and some of them business owners came back saying, "Can you build something similar for us?"
Which version of WordPress was that?
This one, 2007, I don't remember exactly.
I
but
think it was early days, only
very
3 to
early.
4 years. WordPress
Yes.
was quite young enough, 3 to
Absolutely.
4, right?
So might be just 3.1 or something. It was just the time when WordPress had introduced pages.
So where were you working back then?
So I was working with, I switched a lot of jobs back in the day. So I was working with various media agencies. But that time I think I was working with a reputed mutual fund house, SBI Mutual Fund,
Okay,
as a digital marketing person.
okay,
And I went on to work with other banks. And eventually my side hustle helping other folks build their websites became significant enough for me to rethink a freelance option as a career.
okay,
That's where my actual serious journey with WordPress began.
okay,
And eventually, I got an opportunity to join Automattic in year 2012.
Oh.
Sorry, 2017. 2012 is when I went full time freelance.
okay.
And 2017 is when I managed to get hired in Automattic as a happiness engineer.
Okay.
And I worked with them until very recently, April.
All right. So 10 years. 10 years you did WordPress by yourself. For the first 3 years, it was a side hustle.
Yes,
And then after that, you went to full time freelancing.
that's
So,
right.
what really motivated you that you wanted to leave your corporate job, with the big names like SBI, the mutual fund house, and all of
Yeah.
that? They're still very large brands in India, right? So, what motivated you that I want to leave this and I want to do this?
Two things. One, maybe switching jobs in marketing is very common, but I was doing it. I was getting bored very soon, and my wife pointed that out to me. And much later, I came to know that I was an ENFP. That's one sort of psych profile which gets bored very soon as well.
Right.
Maybe that's the reason. But then my wife told me if you're getting bored so often, try to chase something which you can do on your own.
Hmm.
And when I introspected, I found that as an engineer at heart, maybe I was doing digital marketing, but at my heart, I'm an engineer. I like building things with my own hands.
All right.
And of course, with all due respect to the corporate which supported me with their employment, I spent a lot of time taking approvals and going through the bureaucratic process rather than building stuff. So that's probably what frustrated me a lot in the large corporate.
So, you wanted to execute more rather than going
Yes.
through that formalities of, this is the project, this is how I want to get it approved. And thereafter, that would actually eat up your time. By the time the idea would.
By the time my ideas would come up, probably someone else, a smaller and much more agile company, has replicated it 10 times over. So that was frustrating.
So, the quicker you move, the better it was that time. And that's what.
And many things happened. By that time, my home loan was sorted. It came in balance, but the pending home loan was at par with my savings. So even if the bank would get up and say, "Hey, give me my money,"
You could.
I could just repay them and be debt free. So many things happened during that time. But yes, a key driver was being able to build things fast, see solutions being delivered quickly, make clients, make small businesses, not necessarily big ones, or anybody who wants to move fast, see them happy with my expertise. And of course, learn in the process. Not that nobody can be an expert in a thing which is growing.
So, you're based out of Mumbai.
I'm based out of Mumbai.
But like you said, you're from the GSP community. So, that comes from Udupi actually.
That's right. So GSBs actually they're spread across the Konkan coast, right from Goa to Cochin.
Right.
but a large concentration in Mangalore.
And
That's
Udupi.
where my ancestors come from. And I was in fact born in Kasargod, which is Kerala, but near Mangalore.
Hmm.
But I have sort of lived all my life in Mumbai, and now for the last 3 years I've been living in Thane.
Okay. When did your WordCamp journey start?
Very interesting question. Now, the funny part was until Automattic happened to me, I probably had either a faint recollection or absolute no knowledge of a local WordPress community happening there.
All right.
And incidentally, the year I joined, which was 2017, was the year when WordCamp suddenly spurted in India.
So there was a splurge.
Splurge across even the smallest cities.
Okay.
To an extent that, so what happened was the month I joined, which was January 2017, 2nd January, I even remember the date. I joined, and I think 3rd or 4th, I got a call from one of my colleagues saying that Nagesh, there are 2 foreign colleagues coming to Mumbai. You need to accompany them to WordCamp Pune.
Right.
And your stay, everything is sorted. You just need to take them along and just get a sense of it. And when I went there, it was like I like talking to people, and I gelled along with everyone in no time, as though I knew them forever.
Right.
And there was a few open impromptu slots out there saying if you really want to speak on a topic, there are classrooms available. Just go there. If the audience comes, you can go and speak. So when I went there, there were just 2 or 3 audience: Abhishek Deshpande, Aditya Kane, and I must ask forgiveness. I'm not probably remembering third person, but there were 3 great people out there
Right.
who went on to become founders, WordCamp founders of their own places. They sat and attended a session on how I built my first community website using WordPress, and they encouraged me to give a talk.
So how many WordCamps did you attend in 2017? Because you said there was a splurge,
Yes,
right?
it was 9,
9 in a year.
including WordCamp Europe, which was in Paris,
Okay.
and it continued even in 2019. And what happened was I was only the 9th employee of Automattic when I joined, and by the time
In India?
in India in 2017, then we grew suddenly. Now I think they are having about 30 to 40 people, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay.
but quite a bit. But since the number of people were few, there was a lot of encouragement and urgency for people to attend WordCamps, and we were actively pushed and encouraged to go in as many as we can. And the rule was all the WordCamps are sponsored as a platinum sponsor by Automatic,
Right,
and
right.
2 brands of Automatic,
Right.
anyone. Those days it was Jetpack and Woo.
I think it's still, probably Automattic.
Probably sometimes it's the main brand. So the idea was if any 2 people or 3 colleagues go, you can request for a table and be out there to answer questions.
Okay.
So I would go either as an attendee. Most of the times I would end up staffing. But over a period of time, I see myself with so many friends across, thanks to those 9 WordCamps initial. That was quite a head start. But even afterwards, through meetups and other activities, I almost end up having a parallel session or a nice long talk throughout the session, not in the rooms, not in the seminar halls, but in the aisle.
But in the networking areas.
The networking area.
Did you speak at any WordCamps?
Quite a few in the first year. So my immediate first talk was at the first WordCamp Kochi.
Right.
And I was, Hari and the organizers were generous to give me the first slot. And that recording is, I think, even available on, that was my first
What was the
recording.
topic?
It was how to build your own medium. Medium not in as in medium.com, like your own media house on WordPress.
WordPress. Okay.
So I used the same examples and learnings from the audio video site that I built. Then I gave a few more talks on how to have a multimedia website or sort of a podcast site. Even the basic one, not to the extent of having a full setup studio,
Right.
but even a basic one, how you can set up on WordPress with hardly any investment. So that talk I gave in Nagpur. Then I gave a few talks on how to develop your career. It was called community-based career growth,
Okay.
which everybody liked in WordCamp Ahmedabad.
Right.
And that continues to be my most favorite topic that I've spoken to as yet. Things went on, but then there was a hard break when I had my second child,
Okay.
and a lot of time got devoted to that. I had to go on parental leave, and that's when my my complete streak got broken at that point in time.
But parenthood is also an important
It's
milestone.
very important, yeah. So it was a good break. But after that, I think I did not speak per se. I've given meetup talks on Gutenberg and how to do things using that. But not given a WordCamp talk since. but maybe I'll soon revisit that now that I have a bit more time.
So what are you doing nowadays?
So these days I'm picking up independent freelance projects on a very selective basis because I am wanting to spend more time with my children. My wife's career is also taking off very well. I want to support her on that, and it's a good time for me to take a little bit of breather. And in that process, pick up selective projects which keeps my bank happy and me happy. Uh, and at the same time, devote a lot of time to learn new things that are coming up.
Are you uh, are you curious to learn?
Yes, I must say that in Automattic, I had a successful transition from a support engineer, and in my earlier avatar as a freelancer as well. Most of the projects I did was either low code or no code.
Okay.
So when I became a happiness engineer or a support staff, I could see many bugs and feature requests. I would post them, and I developed a severe itch as to what would it take for me to build this myself and make the customer happy faster. And that led me to the journey of learning JavaScript on my own. Then Automatic had an internal apprenticeship program wherein they supported me for a whole year to learn and grow parallelly with a team. And I joined WooPayments team. I successfully completed that transition. Learned quite a bit of PHP and JavaScript and React. Quite a few things out there. I was involved with the migration of a very high-profile website, which was done by the special projects team of WordPress. I was deputed to that even as an apprentice,
Right.
which was like a big. I'm very grateful for that opportunity, and that was a prestigious site moved from Shopify to WooCommerce,
Wow.
keeping the exact user experience same. The user wouldn't come to know what's the platform behind. Yesterday they were shopping on Shopify.
So it's the
Today
same
it is
shopping experience for someone.
same
You're
experience.
shopping on X platform yesterday. You're doing
Yes.
it on Y. It's the same for you.
Yes.
So it doesn't make as a consumer. It doesn't make any difference.
So
to
it was
you.
a large project because the site was pretty large and it had many variants. It had very specific workflows. There were a lot of customizations, and I had the option to pick and choose a few things within WooCommerce. I was supposed to not work on the design initially, but then there was a lot of room and a lot of time before my job actually came. So I volunteered with another colleague to learn on the job and work on certain blocks, some custom blocks within WooCommerce. So that was my first entry into blog development.
Wow.
Straight on the job.
Okay. So if you would like to conclude, right?
Yes.
You have actually had quite a big journey now since 17, 18 years, right? From a corporate job to a freelancer to Automatic, now again back to freelancing, right? So what is the message that you would like to give, to the viewers that, you know, like you learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
You attended WordCamps, you did networking, you had, had collaborations and all. So what's the message that you would like to conclude over here?
The message I would like to give here is my favorite line in Automatic's Creed, which is also a part of. I also added on my social media profile some places. Never stop learning. So the Automatic Creed begins with a pledge saying that I will never stop learning. And rather than just the joy, the pure joy of learning, which is there, of course, even in Sanskrit it says Nasti Jnanat Param Sukham. That means there's no joy greater than knowledge and learning.
Yes.
But even as that happens, you will come to know that when you learn something, you will find ways of making it useful to the society around you. When you do that, the financial aspects and the wealth aspects
Automatically
it takes
grow.
care of. It comes as a byproduct.
So new
That's
avenue.
my 40 years or I'm 47 now.
So
So that's my last so many years of experience.
so you're saying learning opens up new avenues
Absolutely.
and things start to fall in place.
Yes. And you need not even worry about how the economy changes, how jobs come and go, where will my client come from? It comes.
It just comes.
But you focus on learning and learning with not just the sense of joy of learning, but also with an altruism saying that how can I make this as my contribution to the society or the world around me?
Hmm.
And that itself multiplies and compounds the joy. And once the heart and your mind becomes joyful, it sees more doors open and you pick the right door and prosperity comes in for you as well as the people around you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that message. And it was great talking to you. Have a nice
Thanks so
WordCamp.
much. And I'm very
hope to-
grateful to you for this lovely conversation and this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you once again.